There are live Wish concerts. Like big stages, not in a bus. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm excited, but still. The Wish stage. Hello wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I'm a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstVocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. I don't know what was going on. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content, like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series, where we talk about how the voice works. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. I know I say that very fast, but I usually don't trip over the words as much as that. Okay, it has been so long since I went back to the Wish bus. So I just went looking, I went scrolling for Wish bus, and I seen that there's like a Wish stage, like a concert. So I have chosen Julianne, never heard of her. Moira, never heard of her. KZ, I'm thinking that's KZ Tandingan. The surname escapes me slightly, but you know what I'm trying to say. And Morissette, which I'm hoping is Morissette Amon. So 4 of them together singing, I don't know, is it called Mellow? It says Mellow Performance, but I don't know if that's what the song is called. We're going to find out anyway. I'm very excited. I hope you can tell. Okay, eardrums perforated in 3, 2, 1. Look at this. Kundi rin lang ikaw.
Wish 1075.
Kung hindi na ikaw ang dahilan, pipilitin ba ang puso ko hindi na masaktan?
Who is this person? Is this Julianne? I'm not sure. There's not been very many close-ups. It's not someone I recognise. Her voice is so gorgeous. There's a little bit of lowered larynx to kind of bring that sound and ground it a little bit more. You get that swell from underneath. It's really, really rich and kind of mature sounding. It's actually kind of Morissette Amon-esque at times. If that is Morissette Amon, I apologise. The clarity of tone is absolutely beautiful. I know I'm in safe hands here.
Kung hindi ikaw ay hindi na lang, pipilitin pang umasa para sa ating dalawa.
Oh, her voice is beautiful too. Is this Moira? I hope this is Moira. I don't know who is who. If I've got them the wrong way around, then I'm really sorry. Her voice is a lot brighter, so the larynx is lifted a little bit to get that brightness of sound. It just gives it a bit more of a present sound to it. Like it's like bam, I'm here. Whereas the first lady's voice was very smooth and kind of like understated, I feel like. I really loved that little flip into her head voice from her chest voice. It was so strong. It was like a yodel-esque jump. Absolutely beautiful. There's a little bit of gravel in her voice too. They're both fantastic singers, but I mean they're from the Philippines, so that kind of comes with the territory. These people are just born with amazing pipes. Oh, I like that. A little bit of an emotional turn on that sound there. You just kind of break and add a little H on. It gives a little bit of emotional intensity. It's really good for when there's a note that's going straight and it's long. If you want to break that into 2 segments and just add a little lick of emotion, that is an easy and very, very effective way to do it. You can hear some more twang coming out of their voices here. That's where the epiglottis creates like a little chamber above the vocal folds and thickens them up from the top. So it's like a supraglottic pressure. Just makes a much more pointed sound, and when they're going E, it carries a lot nicer. It's just really, really effective in delivery. It's just like bam, gorgeous.
Kung di
So again, we get the aha. That is her thing. She loves adding that into these lovely, like, long phrases. She will add that little break in with that wee emotional turn. It's so good. Do it as long as you want. The harmonies are absolutely gorgeous. Neither of them are like showboating. They're not trying to overpower one another. It is just a really lovely communal performance. They're just lifting each other up at the same degree and with the same intensity of twang. If one was more twangy than the other, you would hear one over the other. That's not happening here because they're keeping their recipes quite well matched. At times, I'm not sure which one's singing, they're that close. They really, really throw everything into this. Their vowel shapes are absolutely gorgeous. They're really conscientious of which kind of way their jaw's sitting, how round the lips are. Everything is covered. They are professional. Another thing I like about this is the concert is seated. Great for old people like me. I'll be having the time of my life at one of those tables. Hear that? They were actually in unison there and they sounded like one voice. They are matching. You could hear a little break. It was like she wanted to do the aha again, but I don't think she did. But it felt like it was on the cusp of happening. Beautiful. There's like a really soft voice in there, so I don't know whether one's going really gently up in her head voice, or if there's like another voice that I can't see and they're both doing that kind of more forward placed chest voice sound in unison. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever it is, it's absolutely gorgeous. If I was to be putting money on it, I would say that the lady in the green is doing the stronger, more forward voice, and the lady in the silver is doing the soft head voice, if that's what's happening. But either way, it is just absolutely gorgeous. That's unison. That vibrato is so gorgeous. That is them rocking their thyroid cartilage, allowing the oscillation of the vocal folds, and creates an oscillation of the note. Sorry, and the fact that they're matching that up, to get your vibrato matching somebody else's is not easy because it's like your body's natural rhythm. So clearly they're just a very good pair. Like, I don't know if they've sung together before, but if they've not, they should do it more because they sound so good together. Oh, they're walking off stage. Is this where Casey and Morissette come out? Oh, it's like 2 songs. Check the hair.
Makatawa ko, maghula-hula, na nung naglisod kog move on ninyo sa una.
Oh, there is such an airiness to her voice. Now, I know that, did she have vocal damage or something? Am I making that up in my head? I feel like she was talking to Jessie J about it. Or I'm just having a fever dream. Either way, her voice is super breathy. There's like a huskiness to this sound. It sounds like if you weren't an A-grade singer, it would be like quite a wild beast to tame. Like you would expect some kind of unusual things to happen with a voice like that, but she's obviously got it super refined and under control. I like the way that she pulls that lip shape in to make these kind of forward play sounds, and then she brightens up to make these much brighter sounds, so you're getting this real kind of stretch off of her voice, and that's just from the way that she's forming her vowels. Absolutely gorgeous.
Di balimtanon man gyud unta ko, ambot og na unsa to, di gyud ko kalimot nimo.
Really quick little riff there. Really quick. She's got some super fine control over like the agility in her voice as well. I like it when it comes to these kind of strained sounding places. I don't know whether her voice is straining when she's doing that. This could just be kind of the ghost or the shade of the vocal damage that I may or may not have made up in my head. If she's not had vocal damage, it sounds like she has at some point, and she's kind of worked her way through that to this gorgeous sound that we hear before us right now. I just really like it. It makes her voice sound so unique. It sets her apart from other people. It's really good. I wouldn't suggest injuring your voice in order to create a unique sound, because for a lot of people it can be a career-ending thing. So don't go trying to do it, but this is a real kind of turnaround story. Again, if that actually happened. If it didn't, I'm making this really stupid monologue.
Move on, move on. Murag uyab, ambot ning dughat ko, pataka lagpasagan. Nganong man naglisod ko og buhi, ngawa man ta ko gumiti.
I feel like I have just been ripped through this woman's voice at breakneck speed. She's just shown us everything in her tool belt, and I know she's not even touched the sides of what she can actually do. She was attacking every vowel, every sibilant, every glottal stop. She had smooth transitions, she had aspirate transitions. She is just laying it all out there. It's really dynamic. Her voice is so dynamic, I almost can't keep up. There's not much that I can say specifically here that was standout, because from start to finish it was just like a mini showcase of how to use your articulators well, the things that make sense of the sound. Even the larynx height was like jumping up and down, so you were getting this like range of tone on top of this range of formant sounds, and these, oh god, she's just so good.
Unta karon magbago na, ngawa gyud ko'y paani, ning kung maghanap pawi. Diri na lang ko kutob, diri na lang ko taman.
Now, there are some words in Tagalog. Is it Tagalog? I don't know how to pronounce it properly, which leads me on to this point, weirdly enough. There are some words in the Philippine language that are quite hard to sing in an open, resonant kind of way. There's quite a lot of glottal sounds that involve like a lower velum, so like a gut kind of sound, so it's like a pop. So to sit on some of these like vocal shapes and create this smoothness to it is not easy, and they are both showing how to do it in just the most stellar way possible, because there's some sounds that sound like it should almost cut the phrase in half, but somehow they're managing to push through and keep that smooth transition going, even though the sound itself to my ear should stop. And I don't know exactly how they do it, but it is just fantastic and absolutely gorgeous. This is actually like a showcase for the first performance, was like how you can make two similar sounding voices work really well together, and this is two unique voices and they also work beautifully together. There isn't much blend happening between the two. They're both just sticking to their vocal fingerprints, if you like. They're very identifiable. I could close my eyes and tell you which one is doing which. Whereas the first time around I couldn't have done that. But I think they're about to start singing together, so maybe I will eat my words. How dare you? How dare you, Morissette? How dare you? That was absolutely beautiful. The harmonies there are really starting to blend. You can hear there's a really lower larynx kind of effort coming through. from both of them, and it's creating this kind of undertone of this like misty kind of full sound. So that's how they're making that their unique sounds kind of bridge, if you like. It's really, really clever. And we're about to go into Riff Town for sure.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
Or we're not.
1075.
That's actually just where the song ends. Sam strikes again and stops the video just before it finishes. That's my thing, apparently. What a great thing to have. The differentiation between their like airy voices and their fuller chest voices are just insane. You get this like a wispy sound off them. It's like mist. And then they just drop into these like full belty places. They're just incredible. The two of them together, so good. Not really giving much to each other in the way of like blending with the other one's voice, but they didn't need to, because their voices together are just so well placed. I don't know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you get two voices that sound really different and they don't budge for one another and it sounds awful. This is not one of those occasions. They sounded so good together. Wow, okay, so two people I've never heard of before, Julianne and Moira, absolutely amazing. Casey and Morissette, I know these people, and they are serving it on a platter. Fantastic. If there's more performances from any of these four people, then let me know, and I will go and check it out as and when you demand it. But if you like that reaction, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I don't know, because it was 2 songs. So maybe just bye, and I love you, and I wish that I could give you a hug. Come on in, I give really good hugs. Anyway, bye. Love you.